All right, guys, I think we are officially live. At least it says that we are, so we will see. Do me a favor. If you do see the live stream, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Today, if you are watching this on the replay, well, you're going to see this right away. So today we are going to be doing an email review. Actually, there's going to be two emails that I'm going to be reviewing, and one of them has come a long way. Because we had did one of these probably, I'm going to say over a month ago now. And the email has become a lot better. So that one there has been a huge improvement. So I'm going to break that down for you. And then also, I'm going to break down another one that was submitted by another guy. Actually, the first one was from Karen, and the other one was from Mike. And so that one there, I've got a lot to say about that one. And it's a very common mistake that a lot of people make when writing emails, whether that's to a lead, someone that hasn't bought yet, or to someone that has purchased. It's just a big mistake that I see a lot of people making. It's no fault of anyone, really, because, you don't know what you don't know, right? Like you gotta be told, but you also got to be shown. And that's what I want to do here today, because I think it's a big thing for a lot of people. They think an email list is only there for one purpose when it's really not. And actually, you will do better if you follow this simple formula, in my opinion. It's worked really well for me, and there's a lot of different reasons why it will work better. We'll break that down. So, guys, do me a favor. I see that there's a few of you popping in the comments here. Mike, what's up? Says, yes, you are live. So thank you so much. Karen's in the house. What's up, Karen? Good morning to you as well. And it's sunny and cool day where you are. That's good. You know what? We've been having a lot of heat here lately. Yesterday was actually a little bit cooler, which was really nice. It's a really nice day to play a little disc golf out there. It was a lot of fun. I did get a lot of scratches on my legs, though, because I had to go digging through some pricker bushes to find my disc golf. But that's a whole nother conversation. What's up, Debbie? Hey, Debbie, that was a great call we had yesterday, right? Debbie and I did a hot seat. She's in BCA. So we did a hot seat, a little bit of a niche drill down in her market, and really exploring the certain angle that she should be taking, or at least the one that we uncovered. And I think it did well. I think we're going to do good with that. So, Debbie, that was good. Salma, what's up? Hello to you. Octavio, good morning, Brand Rockers. Happy hump day. Yes, today is hump day, isn't it? Good morning, Grace. How are you? And crew. What's up? How are you guys doing? All right, cool. So, Debbie says, it was awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, it was fun. Time flies when you're having fun, right? We did that. It was just over an hour. Time flies when you're having fun. And actually, speaking of having fun here, before we jump in, I'm actually going to be heading back to Virginia tomorrow. So Friday's Coffee Talk, our jam session, will be once again in Virginia. So I will be there. I will be showing up. So I will be there for Friday morning. Actually, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. And then I'm going to spend the weekend there. So we're going to hang out there with my new granddaughter, a little MEK, and super excited about that. Be able to see my wife again. Haven't seen her in about a week. And then my daughter and my son-in-law. So it'll be fun. So that's where I'll be on Friday's jam session. So if you guys have any questions, I need you guys to submit them. Okay, so submit those questions. Drop them here in the comments. If you do that, then you can go ahead and get that question answered. All right. Let's see here. And let me see if you guys got anything coming in right now. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. So again, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and we will get digging in here. All right. So Karen, who's on with us this morning, she is one of the emails that I'm going to be, that I am going to be reviewing. Okay. One of them. The other one that I'm going to be doing is from Mike. Smiley, another guy that has been showing up to our coffee talks. Not here today, I don't think, but he'll probably be watching the replay. So I am going to make sure that we get his email taken a look at. What's up, Jennifer? Good morning to you as well. All right, cool. So I think we're ready to rock. Coffee in hand. This is a coffee talk, by the way, guys. And do me a favor, as I'm going through this, if you have any questions at all, I want you to ask them in the comments. This helps me help you to really understand this process. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And let me find the one that I want to share. This one right here. So we're going to start with Karen. Okay. So this is the email that was sent out. Now, Karen has been following exactly what I've been teaching here for a while now. And she's been a great student, by the way, because she takes what we talk about and she implements it almost immediately, which is fantastic. Because the only way, we did a talk here on Monday, like the only way that you can get results is to actually do something. She does it, right? So again, it just goes to show you that when you take action, you get results, and then you can kind of modify and tweak. If she didn't write these emails, I wouldn't be able to look at these and go, I like this, I don't like this, try this, don't try that, right? Like, so anyway, but this has come a long way. If you want to see the review that I did, if you just go back in the archives, if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. Just go back in the archives and it'll be another email review. If you want me to do an email review for you, I only usually do these inside of BCA, but I figured I would do these outside of here just to kind of give you guys a little glimpse of what we do in there, but also to help you. But if you have an email that you want me to review, just submit it. Okay. You can just send it to scott@brandcreators.com. Okay. So the first thing that I want to point out here is the subject line. Now, there's two different emails that she sent. They're the identical, same exact email. The only thing that's different is the subject line. Okay. So I love this here because it grabs the attention of her list. Okay. Now, again, let's time out for a second. If you're building the list properly, meaning you've put out a good lead magnet that's attracting the people that are in your market that you want to serve, right? Then when you put out a subject line like this, it's going to speak to them. Okay. So we always want it to speak to that, to that person. If you're just going to give away a pair of Apple AirPods, right, to anyone randomly, you're going to get a whole mix of people in a whole mix of markets, right? We don't want to do that. So Karen has done a really good job and Karen, if you could do me a favor while you're on here, what's your email list up to now? How many people are on your email list? And this is really cool too, because Karen's on here live. She can give us some of this back and forth stuff, which normally we'll do inside of BCA, but I'm going to do it here for you guys today so you guys can learn. So I also want to know, how did this email do from the first send to the second send? Okay. And what I'm talking about, if you guys are brand spanking new, what we always teach is you want to send your email out, and then you want to, in 24 hours, you want to send to the unopens, the people that have not opened your email yet. Okay. And that could be because it was either in their inbox and it got buried with other stuff, or maybe it just didn't get their attention, or maybe they were going to, and they just didn't have time and then they forgot about it, whatever. We all get busy. So understand, if you're not sending to the unopens, that's one big tip. You should be doing that. So I'd be curious, Karen, on those stats. If you can give us those stats in the comments, that would be awesome. All right, cool. So fun ways for kids to learn math. All right. So if I'm a homeschooling parent or if I'm a teacher, I probably want to know some fun ways for kids to learn math, because we all know that if you make it fun, kids will want to learn, right? So here's the email. Now she has it saying, "Hi, Scott," because she has it set up inside of ConvertKit to be like, "Hi, subscriber." So whatever I signed up with. I'm not a huge fan of doing that, to be honest with you. I don't ever use that feature. I just started off with something that will be like, in this case, would be like, "I guess you are now preparing to," something like that. It might just be like, "Hey, hope all is well," or "Hi there, friends," or something like that. It might be something like that. I know this seems a little bit more personal when you do this, but a lot of times, I don't know. We all know that it's probably not them typing "Hi, Scott." It's not a huge deal. It's just something that I noticed. It's fine. You can keep it, Karen. So it says, "Hi, Scott. I guess you are now preparing to teach your little one about math, but looking for ways on how to make it fun. So we have listed down some of the fun activities for your child to enjoy math. Outdoor scavenger hunt, sequencing with dinosaurs, learning with popsicle sticks. Okay, now these are all links, by the way. So now we're at 3 links, and we haven't even gotten into a lot of the email yet. So 3 links. Note that. Let's note that. Okay. For more fun math exercises and tips for your kids to have fun while learning math, read Why Simple Counting to 10 with Your Little One Is Not Enough. Okay. Another link. 4 links. Here is a free math worksheet for your child to practice counting after doing the above activities. Download here. For more free workshops, just visit our website. Another link. So we're at 5. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to send us a message and we will get in touch with you as soon as we can. Talk to you soon, Miss Karen, Wilhelmine and Co. Okay. So it's like 90% there. Okay. The one thing I don't like is all of the links. I would keep it to maximum of 4, but usually 2 to 3. That's it. Okay. Now there is an exception there, right? Now in this case, if these were like 3 different topics and I was going to try to see, because I can see the clicks, right? Inside of my ConvertKit account, or any mail provider usually gives you this function where I can then look at this and I can go, oh, maybe I'm a newbie or I'm a novice, or, if I was or maybe it's like bass fishing, deep sea fishing, and I don't know, fly fishing, right? And then I can see which one people are clicking on. And I'm like, okay, they're more interested in this, right? But this is all about the same thing. So instead of giving them a link to each one, I would just create one link that might go to a page that has these 3 on it, or maybe it's going to go to a category page that has these 3 on it, something like that. By you sending them here, it's giving them direct access to that one exercise, but it's also 3 links that you're using in this one area. So I'm not quite sure that I would do it that way. If anything, it would be like, so we have listed down some of the fun activities for your child to enjoy math. And then you might want to say, you might want to list these, don't make them hyperlinked, and just have, click here to check out all 3, like something like that, right? I always like to have a call to action somewhere, and the call to action would be click here to view all 3, or to use all 3, or to see all 3, something like that, right? So that's one thing that I would probably do here, is I would remove all 3 of these and not make it 3 separate links. Here's another reason why, guys. There's a couple of reasons. Number 1, too many things for people to do. They're not really sure which one that they're going to want to do, right? Like they might do this one because it's first. They might do this one because it's last, right? So because we've given them so much to do here, they're kind of going in 3 different places, or 4 different places in this case, right? So you want to minimize that to give them, like if you're writing an email, it should be for one purpose or one focus, okay? And a lot of times, and there's no PS here, in the PS, it's another thing that would encourage them, or maybe even create some curiosity to go back to the original thing, right? So if I was like, if I was drawing attention to these 3 and I had maybe I wrote a blog post that had all 3 on it, or maybe I just had a page that had all 3 listed in one place, right? Then I would just make a link to that one page, right? And then inside of the PS, it might be like, oh, and by the way, in the outdoor scavenger hunt one, my granddaughter really loved, the activity because she was able to do X, Y, and Z, right? Or, oh, in the outdoor scavenger hunt, there's actually 3 cool things that you can also do that would make it even more fun, right? And now you're just bringing curiosity back to that one piece, right? And then that would be in the PS. I like the PS because it just gives another call to action when people are scrolling all the way to the end. There's also something that we talk about. We're not going to go into that today, but there's something I call the super PS, which is something that's in the very, very footer of all your emails. And it does have a link, and I'm experimenting with that right now, and it seems to be working, but it's where you would just always have something in the PS, or in a secret PS, or a super PS, I should say, that's at the very, very bottom of the email. We're not going to go into that right now, but this is good. I would always try to put a PS in there. And that PS is just like, oh, by the way, the outdoor scavenger hunt also has 3 cool additional things that you can do to make the scavenger hunt even more fun, like something like that. You're just boom, bringing attention back to that thing, right? But I love the structure. So Karen, your structure has gotten really, really tight, really good. I love see how it flows really nice, right? It's chunked, right? And that's what we teach, right? No more than usually 2 or 3 lines. And you can see then we have these line breaks. So it's beautiful. I love all of that stuff. Very, very easy to scan. And that's really, really important. So everything here looks great. I love the simplicity of it. Again, here is a free math worksheet for your child to practice counting after doing above activities. Download here. Again, maybe we just create one page that has all of this on it. And this is like the ultimate math learning page or something like that, right? Too many links, I think. Okay. Again, the exception would be if we are trying to segment or see what people are interested in. So you might have math, English, history, right? And then you're just doing that to see the clicks that you get. So that way there, okay, people aren't really interested in the history lessons. They're more interested in the math, right? That's why I would do that. Okay. And then the other thing I just want to show you guys is this is like, okay, so this was sent a day ago. So this one here was the original email. So this here was the original email that was sent. And it said that the subject line was easy ways to make learning math fun, right? And then the unopened email, this went out a day later, 24 hours later, fun ways for kids to learn math. I'm curious to see how that did, Karen. And the one thing that I might do here, and this is again a tip for everyone, is I would possibly even play with the idea of something like 3 easy ways to make learning math fun, right? 3. You're putting a number 3. People love checklists. They love itemized lists. They like the lists, right? And when you say 3, they want to know what those 3 are. So adding a number in there, not always, but can definitely increase the open rate. And it is what it is, right? You're giving people 3 ways right here, right? So that might be it. Like 3 fun ways to learn math. That might be it. And then you might have in brackets, new, something like that. Everyone wants something new, right? So that just gives that curiosity piece again, right? And that might work better. But again, all in all, 90% there. So if I was to grade this, I'd give you a 90. Okay. 10%. We got a few things. I'd clean up the links. I wouldn't have so many links. Subject line, I think it's fine. You tested it. I would try the 3. But I think we're going to go with a 90 on this. I think you did well. Really, really well. I think you didn't add a PS. That would deduct points for that. Right. But I think all in all, it's a really good email. And I mean, night and day from the email that you wrote way back. The other thing I want to highlight here for everyone else that didn't see that last review that I did for Karen, this is all about them, not about you. And it always has to come from the point of them, right? It has to help them, right? I guess you're now preparing to teach your little one about math, but looking for ways on how to make it fun, right? So again, I guess you are now preparing to teach, right? It's you are, right? And we're making it about them. It's not about you. I think the first email that I did a review for Karen was like, hi, kind of like this past weekend, I had a great time with my granddaughter and we were doing this. And I'm not opposed to putting something in there with a little mini story of what you're doing, but that little mini story needs to lead itself back to this, right? And there is a way to do that. It's just, we got to look at it. Okay. All right. So that's that. So now I want to look at Mike's email. Okay. And let's see here. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Okay. And I rewrote an email this morning, guys. Okay. So I rewrote this. So Mike, if you're watching this later, I'm not sure if you're on here now or not, but if you're reading that or watching this later, I did write an email. I'm going to share that with you guys next. So Mike said, Scott, I'm going to send this to my customer list. I want to know what you think. Okay. So imagine this is in your inbox. Now he sent me what it's going to look like. So he didn't actually send it. And you can see here, you can't see this email, view in your browser. Okay. So that's, again, I would say it's a mistake, because what's happening here is it's loading an HTML file, in a sense, in an email. So the other thing I didn't mention in Karen's email was when you have all those links, it also can flag the spam filters, right? And then it will make it so you can't receive the emails, or it'll get put into the promotions tab or the spam tab, right? We want to eliminate that, right? So when you write with less links and more in a conversational manner, you're going to most likely get better open rates because you're going to get deliverability, or you're going to have it delivered better than if you hadn't. Okay. So again, this is an email, supposedly. Okay. So Mike wrote this and he said, okay, this is what I'm going to send my list. Okay. So, and look down here, no longer want to receive these emails. So, okay, there's your footer, right? This is, and again, most people that are in business, big businesses, they send emails like this. Now, I don't know about you, but the minute I see this, it looks like a business writing me an email. It looks like Best Buy, or it looks like, Kohl's or whatever, right? It's like, it's giving me that email. There's no personality here. There's no personal connection. There's nothing. It's just boom. My skin's friend, get yours now. Save up to $16 on organic sunscreen. Then there's a little testimonial there. And then there's an image, right? And this is actually an image too, I believe. No, this is an image. This must be text. And then there's stars here. So that's more graphics, right? So we have an image here. And then we have best sunscreen. So another testimonial. And then now we're comparing to a competitor. Compare with California Baby, Badger, and other brands because we deliver more protection for money than any of them. And now you can bundle and save, buy two. So I have buy, I have save, I have $8, I have $16. All of this stuff, by the way, anytime you're putting money signs and all that stuff in an email, it's going to get flagged as spam, or it's going to get put into a promotions folder. So right off the bat, you're not going to get delivered to who you want it to get delivered to because it has those things in there. We want to strip all that stuff out of there as much as possible. We have another money sign. We have $16, right? We have images, right? Some of these images aren't going to load, or it's going to flag the spam filters because it's got all these images in it. This has got 1, 2. Let's see here. This is that's not an image. This is an image. 3. So we got 3 images. We've got graphics here. These are graphics. These are not text elements. This here, it seems like it's text, but it seems probably like it's some type of HTML formatting. Then here, this looks like basic text. Get yours. We have a buy button right in the email. Shop now. All of this stuff. Okay. Now, if you guys received this email, immediately, what are you thinking? And I want to see your guys' comments in the email. Okay. Or in the comments. What do you guys see? Before I share with you my redo of this, my rewrite. Okay. If I was doing this, if I was trying, because basically what Mike's doing is he's trying to sell organic sunscreen right now, right? So he's saying save up to $16 on organic sunscreen. So that's what he's trying to do. So the goal here is to sell some organic sunscreen. Okay. So if you get this in your inbox, if it even makes it to your inbox, what's the first thing that you're doing? Right. And again, the big question there is if you get it delivered to your inbox. Okay. So let me go back over here. Salamis says unsubscribe or delete. Kay says my inbox is full of these types of promotional emails. I just unsubscribe unless I was in the market to buy at the time. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. So the other ones are just some email questions that we have in there. Jennifer. Okay. Jennifer says I would unsubscribe without really reading it. Exactly. That's even if you get it. Right? I mean, the big question is if you even receive the email because it's so loaded with promotion, right? It's got promotion written all over it, right? Okay. So thank you for that feedback. Okay. So now you guys want to see my redo? You guys want to see what I came up with? And literally, guys, I did this 15 minutes before I got on here. Okay, with knowing that Mike is trying to sell organic sunscreen, if I'm writing to his list, if he gave me permission to write to his list, what would that look like, right? So we might get a little bark in here, guys. I think I see a truck out there, and it looks like we might get some dog barking going on here, so I apologize for that. So let me go ahead and let me get rid of that. I'm getting ready to share. Let's see here. Okay. So Do you guys want to see what I wrote or what? I got to take a sip of coffee here. All right. Man, it looks like there might be a little bit of a lag here today. All right. Unsubscribe, delete, right? Okay. Okay. I'm assuming that you guys want to see this. I don't know why it's not coming through. This is hysterical. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you are saying that your inbox is cluttered with these types of emails. And a lot of times, if you just go into your promotions tab, you'll see in that promotions tab, you'll see all of those emails that look like this. Cool. Okay, Karen is submitting her stuff, so we can go ahead and see her stats here in a minute. So hang tight if you want to hear Karen's stats from that email. Okay, cool. All right. We got some yeses coming in here. Okay, cool. All right. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. And I am going to start sharing a different one. Let's see here. And I have the email up. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. So now that I've got the email up here, okay, here is what it looks like. Let me see if I scroll this, what does that do to the screen? Okay, it's just shrinking it down. Okay. So it's probably going to view something like that. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and read this and then we'll talk through it. Okay. So here's what I would say. Hi there, friends. Hope you're doing well. Right now, during this crazy time, I'm sure you're outside more like the rest of the world trying to stay active. Maybe you're hiking, visiting local parks, or just taking more walks to get exercise. The truth is, we need to protect ourselves from COVID, but we also need to protect our skin from the sun. I also know how important organic products are to you and why I'm sending you this email. How do I know this? Because you've purchased one of our natural organic products in the past and you care about your skin. We do too, and it's super important to us. So today we wanted to give you a special offer where you can save up to $16 off our organic sunscreen, which our customers love. Grab your sunscreen here today, save up to $16. Not only does our organic sunscreen protect you from the sun in a natural way, but it also saves our oceans too. Just a couple of reasons to use our products. Smiley face. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Mike. And then I had a little PS. This special summertime sale, it's supposed to be sale, sale expires on August 10th or while supplies last. Grab your sunscreen here and save. So this would be a hyperlink. And let's see this here. Let's see, where was the other? Here. This would be a hyperlink. That's it. 2 links. Okay. There's the email. And I literally did that, guys, in less than 15 minutes. So here's what I'm doing. Hi there, friends. I'm coming across as friends, not just as a company, right? Hope you're doing well. First off, I'm just saying, hey, hope you're doing okay. Just like you would if you were talking to someone, right? Like, hey, how you doing? How's things been? Kind of thing, right? And then you're going to bring up the elephant in the room. We all know that COVID's going on. We know it, right? So why not talk about that? Right now, during this crazy time, I'm sure you're outside more like the rest of the world trying to stay active. True, right? People are like, yeah, sure. Maybe you're hiking, visiting local parks, or just taking more walks to get exercise. So again, I'm like saying you guys probably are doing some of these activities, and I think we're all walking, so we know that that's going to ring true, right? The truth is we need to protect ourselves from COVID, true, but we also need to protect our skin from the sun, also true, right? I also know how important organic products are to you and why. And that is why I'm sending you this email. How do I know this? Because you're like, okay, well, how do you know this, right? Because you've purchased one of our natural organic products in the past and you care about your skin. True, right? And they're like, yeah, I have purchased a product from you, right? We do too, and it's super important to us. And it might be like as well, right? So today we wanted to give you a special offer where you can save up to $16 off our organic, did I say offer where you can save? Yeah, up to $16 off our organic sunscreen, which our customers love, which they do. They can read the testimonials on the sales page once they go there, right? Grab your sunscreen here today, save up to $16. Not only does our organic sunscreen protect you from the sun in a natural way, but it also saves our oceans too. And Mike, I would want to know a little bit more about that. I read that in your copy, but I don't know how does your sunscreen, is it the bottle that it's being put in? Is it the material itself? Because when you go in an ocean with sunscreen, it's poison. Like, I need a little bit more on that, but I just used that as a point because you've mentioned it. And then I just put here a little humor, just a couple of reasons to use our products, smiley face, right? Have a great day. Stay safe out there, Mike. P.S. This special, now here what I'm doing in the PS is I'm putting in an expiration date. I'm putting in a deadline. There's no deadline even in that last email, right? We need deadlines in order to get people to act, okay? So this summer special time sale expires on August 10th. Again, I don't know if it's going to expire August 10th. I just made that up because it's not my company, right? But I would give it like a 4-day run probably, or while supplies last. So it's saying like, hey, it's going to last till August 10th or until we run out of inventory, right? Grab your sunscreen here and save, okay? And that's it. Done. End of story. Push send. And the title might be like, are you protecting yourself these days? Question mark, right? Or something like a simple way to protect yourself. Something like that. Or make sure you're protecting yourself from this, right? That's it, right? Right now, you're thinking yourself, protecting yourself, COVID. That's what we're thinking, right? But we're not thinking about sun, right? But we should be, right? So that's how I kind of turned that into a story and also into an email. Like, guys, I don't write in this market. Scott didn't do good in school, okay? But I do know how to write email in a way that connects with the person that's reading it. This person that's reading this email is a customer of Mike. If this wasn't a customer, I would still write this because I would know that they were a potential customer because they've signed up for one of my lead magnets, which identifies them through the lead magnet. So I would still write in this tone. I would still write with this in mind because they signed up because they're interested in organic products, maybe, right? Or maybe they're interested in organic skin products because I put out maybe a how-to article on how to protect your skin and reduce wrinkles. Maybe that was it, right? So this right here is a simple email to write, to send it, and then wait 24 hours and send to the unopens. And then if you're going to do like a 4-day promotion, probably write another email. And what I would do in this case is I would map it out. I would have a 4-day or a 5-day window. And I would do exactly that. I'd write 2 emails, one in one day, and then I would just send to the unopens. I'd send a brand new email, again, sending to the unopens the next day. And the final day, I would just probably send 2 to 3 emails saying, this is going to expire. Grab your sunscreen now before the price goes up or we run out of inventory. Done. And I guarantee, I can't guarantee, but you're going to get better results than if you just send out that last email, right? And if you put a time deadline on it, and if you consistently show up, now, I don't know how often Mike was going to send emails, but I would definitely make sure that you send more than just 1 email, right? And you send to the unopens always, all right? So guys, do you have any questions on this before we wrap up? And I'm going to go back to Karen's stuff here. Let's see here. And was that useful, guys? Was that helpful? Hopefully it was. Let's see. Okay. So this one here, Clubwear. I respect that you probably get great conversions, but who takes the time to read emails that long? Personally, as a consumer, I prefer a picture, 1,000 words, and all that tells me the story. And you know what? To each its own. But I look at data. I don't look at what you want or what I want necessarily. It's what do people respond to? And like I said, might seem long, not that long when someone's interested in that topic or someone that is interested in, in learning more about that person or that company, right? The company is a face now. Mike could be the face or his wife could be the face, right? Writing to that audience. But I get what you're saying because I get a lot of people that say, well, like, I would never read a 12-page sales letter. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that do, right? So you got to go off the numbers. You got to go off the numbers. If you limit yourself to thinking that you wouldn't do it, doesn't mean that someone else wouldn't do it. So you need to test that. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to Karen. And okay, so Karen right now has 1,120 subscribers, which is awesome. And she corrected it because she must have got happy with her texting. So that was funny. 24% open rate and a 6% click, which is crazy. Good numbers. Okay. Now, Karen, let me ask you this. Is that 24% open on the first email, or is that combined with the unopens? Just curious. And I'm going to wait for Karen to get back to me here on that. And Karen does say, very helpful, as always, Scott. Cool. Very helpful, Kay says. Octavio, very helpful. Cool. All right. So I'm going to wait for Karen to give me that data, and then we can talk on that real quick, and then we're going to wrap up. And guys, while I'm waiting here, can you guys drop in the comments, what do you guys want to jam on this Friday? You guys want to talk more on this? You want to talk on something else? What do you guys want to jam on? And we can do that. Okay. Salama wants to know, what triggers emails to go into spam? There's a lot of different factors, but a lot of times it's going to be words like money or save, right? Like those are like words that they know are promotional. A lot of links, images, excessive images. I'm not saying you can't use images. I would just go really, really light and not all the time. I would like do, once in a while. But yeah, I would say there's a lot of different factors. A lot of times it's links. It could be your service. If you're on a free email autoresponder service, maybe they're on a bad server, and that server has been recognized by Gmail or Yahoo that they're sending out, kind of spammy emails. So there's a lot of different factors. But the way to reduce that is to just keep your emails lean, really lean. Let's see here. Okay, so Karen says combined, I believe my VA sends me the stats in a report. Yeah, but Karen, I want you to be able to log into your ConvertKit yourself and look at those numbers, because it's important that you don't do it, but I want you to see it. Like I don't necessarily, I'm not necessarily the one that has to go in and do all like all the fine tuning and all that stuff, but I want to be able to log in there and see my numbers myself. So I want you to be able to do that, Karen. It's good that you have a VA doing that stuff for you, but I want you to be able to log into your ConvertKit. If I want you to do it like right now, you can do that. It's very helpful to do that. Because then you can look at, okay, it was 17% on the one email and it was, 6% on the other email. Yeah. So that would be helpful if you could do that. And Salama had another question here. Okay, subject lines do not have to be in capital. How do you know what to write in capital? There's no formula. There's no science behind it. Subject lines is probably a good topic too, like how to write subject lines that increase opens, something like that. I've played with writing all lowercase, right? I wrote an email. Let's see. If you're on my email list, I wrote an email on Friday, was it? Or maybe it was Monday. No, I think it was Monday. Let me look here real quick. Monday, I wrote an email, and it was all lowercase. It said one simple change that always gets results, all lowercase, right? Then I wrote one to the unopens, and it said the results in lowercase, and I said killer. So the results killer in all caps, and then I put in brackets how to avoid this, right? So here, let me see something here. Let me get it out of there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Octavio wants to go deeper on subject lines. Okay, cool. We can definitely do that. And what would it be, Octavio? Like more examples of good subject lines, or how to come up with your subject line? Like, I guess give me a little bit more on that. But yeah, if you, I want to be able to, here, let me do this. Let me go back and share this again, right? And then what I can do is check this out. Let me get this out of here so we don't see that. It'll go, oops, I guess I can't do that. Can I? Yeah, I can. And then, so just check this out, right? So this here, let me get rid of the link. Can I, yeah, remove link. So there you go. So that's, and I don't like that color. So let's go with a normal color. That's what it's going to look like, right? So if I go here, that's a subject line I sent out the other day. The results killer, how to avoid this, right? So you want to probably know what is the results killer. It kind of seemed like if I was writing this to a friend, I would write it like that because I'm not capitalizing the first letter. Now, a lot of people would be like, I'm never going to do that. I look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, the one exception here is like Karen. Okay. Karen is coming across as an educator, a teacher. I don't necessarily think I would use lowercase like this and not do proper English. So there is like exceptions, right? Like you don't probably want to do that. Now you could capitalize something or bold something like I did here to bring attention to it. But I don't necessarily think in that space I would do that, right? So you got to kind of pick and choose. But I do like just very simple sometimes like this. But I like to keep it short. Here, I'll give you another one. So let's see here. Hang on, guys. So I did this one too. Let's see. So, okay, here would be an example of if you had some, like, so it would be this: good news. And then I did here, but not for long. Right? There's my subject line. You want to know what the good news is, and you want to know, okay, I better look at this because it's not going to be around for long. See? So I did that one. Here's one I did just the other day. Big steak. And then I put and building an email list. Big mistake when building an email list. You kind of want to know what that is, right? Let's see here. Here's one I did too, okay? You can thank my wife for this. And then I put rare interview. Right? So actually I did this lowercase. I did it like that. Kind of like in a hurry, like I was in a hurry. You know what I mean? Like, and I did that to like, if I was writing to one of my good friends, right? You can thank my wife for this rare interview. And that rare interview was Dave Turin from Gold Rush. So she's the one that landed that, which actually she just landed another great guest. I can't wait for this one. I think I've got this set up for like September 8th, and then it'll probably air a week or two after. Pretty big guest from another pretty big show. So pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. So guys, that is what I got for you today. It looks like we might be doing some subject line stuff here on Friday on our jam session. Let's see here. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Both would be good. Subject lines. Okay. More niche drill downs would be good too. I've got a really cool niche drill down I can't wait to do. It's a market that I was looking into. I'm still looking into, not to build a brand in, but actually purchase in there and also potentially use, and there's a whole community around it. So I'm gonna share that, and I'll probably, you know what, I might even do it here. I was thinking about doing it here as a way to have you guys kind of give some input back and forth after I do it. But then I might even turn that into some type of lead magnet. I don't know. But yeah, I've got another one I want to do. Octavio, examples, top 20 most effective subject line formats, how to build a subject line to promote a boring blog. Plant-based osteoporosis. Okay. We could totally do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do then. We'll do that. And Octavio, I mean, I know you're in BCA, so we can go really deep in a lot of these different areas, and we could probably even do a dedicated call on just subject lines too. And the cool thing is because we're very open and transparent, and we're sharing our niches inside the academy. Maybe what we even do is we have maybe a little challenge, and we have everyone come up with like 5 subject lines that they want to use for their niche. And then we have them submit them. And then what we do is we review them and we go over them. So that might be fun. It'll get everyone to create 5 subject lines. Okay, cool. And then Kyle. Hey, Kyle, what's up, man? Hey, Scott, been following you and your podcast since 2015. Wow. Thank you for that. Thanks for all you're doing. These are good examples. Can you share a list of best subject line words to get people to open an email? Seems like building curiosity and having scarcity are good techniques. It's true. You don't want to overdo it. But the other thing is when you are writing to your market, you need to also understand, after they get to know who you are and your company and your brand and what you stand for, then you can be less like calling out the thing, right? So the other day when I did one that said good news, and then it said, but not for long, I didn't put in there good news about email marketing, right? Or I didn't put good news about new traffic source, right? I didn't have to put that in there. Now I will put that in there at times, but I don't always have to do that. So once you develop that relationship with your email list, you can do other cool things. You could just put a subject line in there, bad news. And then you're like, okay, what the heck's the bad news that Scott's telling me about? And I'm like, don't worry, everything's okay. But the other day I found out that Pinterest decided to de-index our pins because, of whatever, right? So if I was going to do that, that would make sense. I'm not creating false bad news, right? But bad news is going to get your attention. It's going to get your attention every single time, but you wouldn't want to use that like every single week, right? But yeah, I like this topic. Octavio says, love the idea. Cool. All right. So that's going to wrap up this little coffee talk. This was fun. And if you want me to do a future email review of yours, then send me an email, scott@brandcreators.com. And you can do it right there. Just send me a little email, and then include the email that you're going to send or that you want to send, and I can do a little review for you. And that would be a lot of fun. All right. So, and Karen says that is combined. I looked it up. Okay, cool. It's still good. Anything over 20%, I'm happy with. Bang, we're good. I like that. Okay. And last thing I want to say here, which I do not want to forget this, is, 2 things. Number one, if you want to share this with someone, I would love if you would do that. TakeActionCrew.com, or just share them, share the page that you're on right now, or share the feed, or however you want to do it. Send them an email. Invite someone to the coffee talks is what I'm trying to say. TakeActionCrew.com. And then the other thing is if you are new and you want to really learn how to build your brand, whether it's from scratch or you want to build off of your existing brand, I'd recommend this guy right here. The playbook, the Brand Creators playbook, that is. And for a measly cup of coffee, which you guys know I love, right here, all you need to do is head on over to brandcreatorsbook.com, and you can grab a full downloadable copy of this. But I do encourage you to print it out, bind it. It's 107 pages. It goes through all of the different phases, all the way from niche drill down and really how to figure out if that niche is even worth pursuing. And then from there, building everything out, building your home base, and then building your content strategy, and then building your email list. And then from there, turning it into monetization, turning on the monetization, and showing you all of the different ways to do that as well. This is exactly what we use inside the Academy. The Academy is not open currently, but you can definitely go through this, and at least you'll have all of the different pieces it takes to build a brand. All right. So brandcreatorsbook.com will get you access to that for now. And Friday, I'll be back here. We'll do our jam session. So make sure that you mark your calendar. 10 a.m. Eastern time is our Friday jam session. And if you have any questions, that would be the place to ask them there. And it looks like we're going to be talking about some email subject lines. And I'm going to go through, and I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to get at least 10 together. I'm going to get 10 subject lines that I'm going to go through that I think would be universal, that could work in just about any market, and I'll share that with you. All right, so that's going to wrap it up, guys. Have an awesome, amazing day, and I'll see you guys Friday. Hopefully, I'll see you Friday. All right, on the jam session. I'll be in Virginia, by the way, in a different room, but I'll be there. All right, guys. So I'll see you then. Take care, take action, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.